we just had a chance to speak with Pack Rat. Now we're talking to Heather Gillis. She is also a Florida native who's made her way up to the Rocky Mountains to perform for Blues and Brews. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be out of the heat.
Is it hot down south right now?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was like 90 when we left. And then we came up here and there was still snow, and I was like, what?
Did they tell you to bring a jacket, or did you just have to go find one?
I looked up on the internet that it was going to be really cold, so I brought a jacket. I prepared.
And this is kind of normal for us, you know? I mean, in the summertime it gets
beautiful.
into the 70s, but it's nice. This is
just beautiful.
And this is going to basically, your job today then when you get on the stage is to warm everybody up and get them all dancing, right?
All right, I can do that. I can do that.
Tell us, let everybody know about your background as a musician. Where did it start? What was it about music that got you into it, and like your inspirations?
I grew up in Florida, and I grew up in a real small town, so I had a lot of old school kind of country background at first, and started playing guitar, and got latched on to Jack White and some of the stuff he was doing, and that kind of took me right down to Blind Willie McTell, Robert Johnson, some of the real, you know, old school blues cats, and then kind of started working my way up the last, you know, 8 years. Just kind of still digging stuff up.
It's kind of amazing though. You think about it, like we talked to Pack Rat before, and his type of blues is swamp music, swamp blues. It's not Chicago based,
right.
And it's fun how it's fun to talk with you to find out what part of music you were drawn to. Like, was it blues? And it's not rock and roll, it's not country, but blues just settled in your soul the right way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love old school country, and I love, you know, some rock and roll, but yeah, blues is what really made me like sit in my room for 8 hours a day and practice, and like that was the music that I was like, oh, like that's real, like that's deep, like I hadn't heard music that had that much genuine, you know.
So you have a band, Heather Gillis Band. And how many people are in your band? And tell us about where that started.
We have a 4-piece. We'll have a 3-piece with us today, and a 4-piece sometimes we'll add a horn or an organ player, but out of Atlanta. And yeah, and you know, just kind of doing a lot of original material and trying to.
And then are you like on tour? Are you doing that kind of stuff throughout the course of the summer?
We have a couple runs planned. We have a run in August planned. We have a run in July. We have a couple of different like 1-2 week runs we're doing. And yeah, just trying to stay busy, trying to stay on the road. So I just finished school at FSU, so now I'm kind of free. Schedule's cleared up. Now I'm like, cool, I can like live my life now. So like, let's go.
So Heather, so you have a couple runs you said towards the end of the summer. Are those going to keep you kind of local around Florida, or and is Beaver Creek kind of your furthest venture away from home for a show?
Yeah, this is definitely one of the furthest ventures for sure. We did a couple shows in Cancun. That was pretty pretty far.
Sweet,
but no, this is the furthest that we've gone.
See, so your music is gonna get some inspiration going with the crowd and open up, you know, what you have to offer to everybody out there, right?
Yeah, every crowd's different, and you know, some crowds you start, you know, latching on to different parts of the show, and then you kind of change it in the middle of the set, depending on, you know, how the crowds
You're reading the crowd and seeing if they're sitting there waiting or they're up dancing and having fun,
yeah.
And then you kind of direct it. You say, we're going to change the next song up. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Just depending upon what your vibe is.
Definitely. Yeah. Some audiences are real into the long jams and instrumental stuff, and then some audiences just kind of want, you know, some stuff to boogie to, and so it'll be interesting to see what they're into today.
So when you're up there on the stage and you're singing to the crowd, do you get out there? I mean, are you sharing stories? Are you talking to the crowd too, getting kind of intimate with them, or are you just kind of getting after it?
Sometimes we do. Rarely though. I like to just, especially when we have like an hour and a half set, like I like to just kind of go. Like they don't want to hear me talk. They
don't hear you sing.
Yeah, they want to hear us play some music. So I like to kind of just keep it consistent. Every now and then I might, you know, say something, but I like to keep it going.
Keep in the groove, and that keeps you in the moment too, and keeps you on track.
Right. Yeah.
Right on. So today, 12:30. Tomorrow, you're going to be performing also. Once again, you can go to heathergillisband.com for more information. Have a great show.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andy.
Right on. We've got a weather report. We're going to check in with Ashley with her epic morning, and we are live up in Beaver Creek for Blues, Brews, and Barbecue.